Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. I put on the wrong video. It's been a day. So how is everyone? I hope you are all doing better than me today. It's just been one of those days, I'm telling you. How is everyone? I hope you can all hear me okay and that we're actually live and yeah, things aren't going totally awry. Hello Celine, hello Christina, hello Brooke. Hello, Diane. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you can all hear me. I know that the chat is a little behind, so yeah, it's just been one of those days. Things start rolling along just perfectly fine, and then suddenly, bang. So we're going to finish this page today. That's awesome, Christina. Awesome. Okay, so I finished the cat and the stool that the cat is on. I also finished the flowers. So we're going to work on the greenery and the sky, and hopefully we will finish it up today. And then we will choose a new one. No, it was just suddenly things just started going wrong. It was all going nice and easy and good, and then things just started going awry. It was very weird. All right, so we're going to, of course, we are still using the Scooby-Doo pencils, which are the DBD SZYH pencils. I did do a bit of a refresher on them today for the video today. Hello, Yana! So I hope you were able to take a look at that. It tells you a little bit more about the pencils. We also did some testing on the pencils today, showing the cost as well as smudging, blending, all that fun stuff. All right, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And good luck to everyone that has entered the giveaway for the 2,500 subscribers. That giveaway video will be up until the end of the week, and then I will be shutting off commenting. So if you haven't already commented on it, get in there and do so before the end of the week. All right, going to switch over to the close-up camera here so we can see the kitty better. And I'm going to move you up so we can see the greenery a little bit. And I'm going to take a light green. I think this one. I'm going to take an olivey kind of green to start with. So we're going to use number 104. And I'm just going to go through and just blanket everything. And then we'll add detail. Hello, Christina. Welcome. 2 Christinas in one go. So this part back here is going to be darker than this stuff over here because it is in the shadow behind the stool. So the kitty is probably blocking some of it. So we will be doing that in a darker green. And we're just blanket coloring the whole thing with this light olive green. Trying not to get the sky areas. Make sure that you stick with the plant areas. Hello, Della. Welcome. All right, now we're going to come up in here. And get those areas there. Now over here as well. This is just going to give us a base color to work off of. All right. Don't mind me, I'm just going to concentrate here for a second, make sure that I don't color like the cat or anything. We'd hate to color the cat green. That would just not be good. All right, so that was color number 104, and that's our starting color. Then we're going to go into a darker green. I think this one here, number 147, yes. And then we're going to come through with number 147, which is a darker green. And we're going to come through and hit all of those dark areas. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. Hello, Crashes. Just because it was brought up to me today with the video today. I know I say we a lot, including everyone that I'm talking to, even in videos, into what I'm saying. Is that annoying or bothersome to you all? If it is, I will try to stop. I do say it a lot, but I do because I'm trying to make sure that I'm including everybody in the conversation and in the video conversation as well. Hello, Calamity. I'm sorry I missed you. I didn't see you come in. I had my head down. Okay. So one for us. Keep doing it. Okay. Hello, Jennifer. I'm sorry I didn't see you come in either. You snuck in. Sneakies. Well, as long as it wasn't a long winter's nap, you know. I'm pretty sure I saw you awake yesterday, so I don't think you're Rip Van Winkle in it. Hello, Jamie. Yes, I am serious. Oh, serious. Ooh, nice. Is it big enough for a coloring compound? 'Cause if so. Hello, Jen. If it's big enough for a coloring compound, I say do it, Jen. Do it. I'll come move in with you. Awesome. That's fantastic, Christina. I can't wait until you can hear again as well. Now, if it doesn't bother too many people, then I won't worry about it. But I just wanted to ask because, if I'm annoying, then it's like that might be a problem. Yeah, it did. But I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't. I want you all to enjoy the streams, not be irritated by the way I talk. And I know a lot of you would just overlook it and not tell me about it anyway, but I don't mind at all. I'm not sure if she was complaining or if it was bothering her or if it just confused her. I'm not sure. But I thought I would make sure that it's not something that isn't a problem for everybody, because if it is, like I said, I can try to curtail it. It does come out every once in a while, Crashes. It does. You should hear me when I'm really mad. It really comes out then. Throw you all off the roof. Good. Okay. Because that's what it was meant to do. That's why I say it, so that, I'm talking to everybody and everybody is participating in the coloring. So I'm going to keep it. It's a we. We're always a we. We. I'm just filling in a couple of spaces that I missed. And we're still using the 104 for the base. Uh-huh. Are you bopping? You bop that boy. Right in the noodle with the noodle. That's the best thing to do. Wake up and bop crashes. Okay, just gonna finish up these strands here with the dark green, and then we'll move on to a lighter green and finish it off on this side, and then we'll move on to the other side there. Now this part here under the chair, we're going to do a little bit darker than this part here that's in the sun. So this part here I'm going to use number 136. Just going to make sure that it's not too dark. I want it to be dark but not too dark. Yeah, that's good. I'm trying to make dinner, and for some reason, even though I put the pork in the solution at like 2 o'clock this afternoon to make pulled pork, it's still not ready. Oh, I'm sorry, Dawn. Well, I hope you sleep better tonight. And after we're done with this page, I'm going to we're going to pick another page, and I'm going to start coloring that on Wednesday with the Derwents, unless we have extra time today. And then we'll start it today. And I will grab a thing out of the pile of collection, put it in the cauldron, and I'm hoping to pull Derwents. If I don't pull Derwents, then it'll be a deli, and that's fine as well. I haven't used the delis in a long time either. You are fine. I hope you're feeling better. I know that you've been not feeling good the past few days. Yes, yes, you get to be here for a pickin'. Because we usually do that on Saturdays, and Celine is still sleeping, and I would tell her to go back to bed if I saw her in here anyway. Because it is very, very early at her house. I tell Tammy the same thing when I see her on Saturday. Go back to bed. Unless it's like just before her stream starts or something. If I'm running late. All right, I'm going to take my duster brush if I can find it. There it is. Yeah, we already lost it. I don't know what you're talking about. Even I heard it that time. I need number 20. Yep, she'd be in bed too. That's why I tell her to go to bed. Go back to bed. Hello, Pamela. Welcome. Sorry if I don't answer chat right away. My chat is behind. So for all of you who have entered the giveaway, just to let you know, the numbers are randomly generated from the random generator, number generator. So those are not numbers I have personally given you. That is the numbers that are randomly generated. So I can't wait to do the giveaway. This is going to be fun. You're always playing with paper. It's awesome. I was going to message you earlier, but I had a bit of a headache, so I ended up going and laying down instead. You've been in the bushes? Oh, dang. Was my husband in there? He likes doing that too. It's a running joke in this house. He's no longer a stalker when you give him the keys to the house. She's lurking in the bushes. All right. And this area here as well, we're going to do with the darker colors, just to get that shadow in there. Here we go. And I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I think it's a little too bright. Maybe not. All right. Now it is a lot greener than it is showing on the camera, again, for some reason. Ay, ay, ay. Now we're going to go into our yellow greens, and we're going to use number 52. Up through here. He is posing. He's posing for his pictures. He says, takes the picture, takes the picture. Just getting all the grasses blended and colored. Going over everything except for the leaves. So we've got some leaves here. We're not going to go over those. We're going to get this grass thing here. And up here. All right, I think that's it for the grasses on this side. I still have the other side to do. But now for the leaves, we are going to take thank you. I'm going to take number 69. Celine, don't say it. And we're just going to put a little bit of a red in the leaves here a bit. Good night, Dawn. Get some rest, dear. I hope you feel better soon. And we're just randomly putting little bits of this color. You color beautifully. I don't know what you're talking about. We all have a ton to learn, dear. That's the great thing about it, is that we always learn. Every day is a new learning experience. Now I'm coming in with number 55, blending into that red tone and the dark green. I'm just going to pull that color together. We're going to leave an area open for the lighter color of the leaf. This one is going to be mostly colored in the darker colors because of the shadows it's in. All right. Oh, you must be watching me often then, Crashes. I learn what not to do every day, too. Some days I even teach it. This is what you don't do. This is why you don't do it. Because it turns out like this. And this is how you try to fix it and hope that it's fixed. Or at least presentable. All right. And we're going to dust that off. Uh-huh. I know. It's so hard, and I know you're about to explode, but all those open-ended things and all the things you could say to it. Now I'm using the blender, and I'm just going to blend these colors together, brightening them up, filling in that white spot. Because even though white spot can be your friend, it can also be very discouraging. Don't press hard, especially on a grayscale. Just press hard enough to move the color that you've got laying down. But if you press too hard on grayscale, you will find that your colors are lifting off and the gray is coming through. And that's not what you want. You just want to move that color into the white spot and brighten it up. Like so. Keep on using my brush to brush off any excess bits. Now there's another way that you can do this as well with it being on grayscale so that you don't make a mistake and put too much pressure or things like that. And this is what Ruth uses on hers. This is an alcohol blender. So this is just a clear blender. And we can just bring that color together. And fill in that white spot. Like so. The only thing with the clear blender is you do have to make sure that you wipe it off afterwards. Otherwise, you're going to end up coloring with the colors that you've just used the blender on. So if you don't wipe it off, I'm going to end up with this green going in places that I may not want it to be. Good night, Christina. Now we're going to come in under here. And over here as well. The great thing about the alcohol blender is it does not damage the tooth of the page. So if you find that you need to put more color in an area, you can definitely do that even after you've blended with the alcohol marker. It just softens the pencil and moves the color around, blending it together. You do have to give it a few seconds to dry before you start adding more pencil to it, just so that you don't end up, tearing your paper or something. All right, now we're going to move on to this other side here. And we're going to do the greenery behind there, and then we're going to switch you over to the full camera, and we're going to pull out some ink. Yeah, that was a watercolor blender. So that was the Finesse blender. I find that with the Finesse blender, it does lift up the color quite a bit, especially with wax-based pencils. I don't like using them very much, but they do work very, very well for watercolor pencils with blending the watercolor. Like on the faces picture, the one that I was working on when Ruth was there, I actually took my Copic Sketch Floral White, which is not quite white, it's actually a brown, a really, really pale brown. And I went over all of the face area and that sort of thing with this so that I could blend that in, because I was finding that other blenders was just lifting up the color. Hello, Dion. All right, so we're going to move on over to this area. We're going to take our medium green, because this area here is right out in the sun. So it's going to be a lot brighter. There's some areas that are going to be darker because they're in shadow of the other reeds. So we're going to do the medium green on it. Make sure that I am on camera. Yes, that purse that you did up that you finished. Oh my goodness, how pretty. And I don't like purses. I don't carry a purse, but I would carry that one. It is so pretty. I have a couple of, like I have one purse that I carry because I have to so that I don't lose things. But typically I would rather just carry my wallet or just my car keys. I would typically prefer not to carry anything. So I'm just going through in the shadowy areas here with that darker color. And we've got a leaf there, so we're going to color that leaf. So we're going to add some 69 to it. And then we're going to take the light green and blend it in. Aw, thanks. Ruth did most of the work with the way she drew it. I just added the color. And it's a grayscale, so you can barely tell that I added the color. Hurry back. Enjoy your popcorn. So we're using number 52 to finish off the reeds. Do I know what kind of reeds they are? No, I do not. For all I know, they may be purple grass, and I'm coloring them green. If you want to color them purple grass, by all means, feel free to do so. Just saying. Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly, Jamie, exactly. And then unfortunately they started, I've got some paper towel here. I'm going to wipe this green off. See, I did it on the back of my hand, and as you can tell, it sticks there. All right. I don't want too dark of a green on this area, so I wiped off some of the green off of the blender pen. It does pick up some of your pencil sometimes, so you may find that you need to add more of the pencil. I find this is the case especially with wax-based pencils like Prismas, that sort of thing, Castle Arts. Don't know why, but they seem to break down faster with the alcohol marker than oil-based pencils. Okay, now we're going to let that dry. I'm going to wipe this off before I put it away. And we're going to move the pencils into the holder here. Now we haven't used a whole lot of pencils because we've just done some greens and a little tiny bit of that red. I'm going to switch it over to the main screen here so that you can see the kitty kitty. I'm going to turn this down. maybe. There. So it's not so bright. And there we have our kitty kitty. Now we're going to work on the sky. So I'm going to pull some ink as well as my little ink finger thingies. I need to put my green one back in. I don't need the green one out anymore. Alright, so we need a sky blue. Nope. I think we're going to go with this one. And then we need some white and a bit of a gray. Alright, so we have Aspen Mist, Cloud White, and Sea Breeze Blue. And those are the colors that we're going to use on the sky. So we're going to start with the cloud colors. Well, the darkest color. So we're going to start with Aspen Mist. And move my pencils out of the way. So probably, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to fill the dauber. And we're going to just put this in the clouds. Try not to. Oh, thank you, Della. I appreciate that. Now I need my brush. That one's got yellow on it still, maybe. Excuse me. It didn't defeat you, though. That's the main thing. Almost defeated me. Alright, so I'm just going to use my brush and get in down here. Like so. And then we're going to take the edge here. And we're just going to drag it up. Use the paper towel to pick up any stray bits of ink that gets on your pencil that you don't want there. It will just stand out a little bit and look a little wet. So if you just pick it up with a bit of paper towel, it'll pick it right up. Alright, And this cloud up here, like so. Okay, so this one is done. And that was Aspen Mist. Thank you. The next color we're going to use is going to be on the sky areas, and that is Sea Breeze. Again, just wetting down the dauber with the ink. And then we're going to come in like so. And this is not showing up as well as I'd want it to. So I'm just going to put a couple more layers on. Alright, that's better. That's better. It's starting to show more blue. I'm not worried about it getting on the white parts of the clouds, because we are going to be going over that with the cloud white. Like so. And then we're going to take our cloud white, and I think I need this one. I think I need a I think I used my cloud white for something else because it's not very white on there. Wonder if I have a new dauber here somewhere. Hold on a second, let me see. Actually, I'll use this brush just because I don't trust the yellow that's in there. So I'm going to use a brush for the cloud white. Make sure that it's clean. Make sure that the white is clean. And I'm just going to pick it all up on the brush. Hello, Joyce. Welcome, welcome. All right. And then we're going to just move that white into the blue a little bit. I'm going to pick up some more of the white. And I know on top of the white you can't really see it very well, but it is there. And there we have it. And there is our kitty kitty. I turn this off so that it's not so blaring on you, so you can actually see it. Maybe. Let's see if it adjusts. Hold on. It adjusted to the light, so now it needs to readjust to the fact that there is no light. So I'm just going to manually fix it. And there we have our kitty kitty. So that is what he looks like, all finished up. And that is all done for that one. So, what time is it? So, we have an hour. We have an hour. Yay! So, we can actually probably color another small one between now and Wednesday. So, we're going to take our wonderful little cauldron and we're going to shake it up. And we're going to pull. So we've got our cauldron. This is the prompt cauldron. So we're going to pull something out of the prompt cauldron, and then we'll put the pencils back in. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Ah, bunny! So we're going to color some bunnies. So the prompt is bunny. And we're going to take these out. So we have the cauldron of collection here. I've got all of the pencils here. And no, I have not taken out the other ones. They are all in there. I'm going to put the lid on. We're going to shake it all up. Yeah. And we're going to pull a set of pencils. Who's ready? And, no, just one. Don't need two, just one. So what we have here is the Derwent Light Fast. So we will be coloring a bunny with the Derwent Light Fast. So let's find a bunny. Let's see. So we've got this bunny on the stone. Yeah, I think that was the bunny we were going to do. So we've got a bunny on the stone, and hold on. Or the bunny's chasing butterflies. I think since we have such a small amount of time, we're going to do the bunny on the stone. Since it's only a 2-day, well, a day and a half to do it. So that is the one we're going to work with. Just going to turn that down just a touch. All right, so let me grab the light fast. I'm going to move these ones off my disc. And we're going to grab the light fast here. We're going to grab the Derwents. Oy. And there we go. So many pencils in such a big bag. Alright, so the Derwent Lightfasts are a really, really wonderful pencil, and I really enjoy them. And we're going to be using those on this wonderful page here. So the first one that we're going to start with, and I am going to use my, where is it? What did I do with it? My Tegal. There it is. Oh, sorry for the sniffles. So the first one I'm going to use is Green Earth. Oh, maybe I won't use my Tegal. They don't fit in there very good. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay, so we're going to use the Mr. Pen because they don't fit in the Tegal very well. Get a nice sharp point on the Green Earth. And we're going to start on the stone that the bunny's on. I'm going to switch it over to the close-up camera so you can actually see what I'm doing. Alright. Now this is going to be very faint. It's a very, very light green-gray. And we're not using it in the shadows, we're just using it on the edges where it comes down towards the ground. Using it for a little bit of a moss effect in the crevices. I like the Mr. Pen sharpener, especially for the bigger pencils. It works really good. Alright. I'm going to get some moss movement here. And then through here. And I'm not sure if you guys can see that at all. But once I start adding other colors into it, you'll start seeing the green. It is a very green-gray, so it's just a little tiny bit of green in the gray. Adding a little bit of that plant life to the cracks. In the stone. Like that. Alright, now we're going to take our swatch chart out because I don't know. The pink Tagal, yes, that's a good one too. But I do find that using it for the bigger pencils is a bit of a pain. Some of the bigger pencils are just too chunky. Alright, so I need the Derwent Light Fist. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so there is the color swatches for the Light Fast. Hello, Alex. You can lurk away, you're fine. Alright, so we're going to start with Granite. Actually, we're going to start with Cloud Gray and then we'll go into Granite. Alright. Let's see if I can find the right pencils here. There's a Cloud Gray. Alright, I'm going to sharpen this. Now the Cloud Gray looks a little metallic to me. I don't know if it is or not, but it has a bit of a silvery metallic look. And we're going to go into the darker areas with it. I'm glad that the choice gave me these ones because I haven't used them a lot. And I've been meaning to, I just end up not. I end up with other ones that I want to use as well that haven't been used in a long time. And of course Shyla is clipping behind me because it's past dinner time. She's going, hey, I need food. And she's going to have to wait until everybody else has food too. Again, just going through all the really deep shadow areas with this deeper gray. Adding it to the green gray. I'm going to put in the shadows underneath the rabbit as well. So this is one of those instances with a grayscale that if I would have gone from light to dark, I would have lost some of the definition. So that's why I'm going from dark to light, so that I can maintain that definition. And because of the color scheme is fairly dark, I don't have to worry about washing out my dark colors very much. I just started it. Right now it's just got gray. I ain't doing a pink bunny, I'm sorry. He'll have a pink little nose right there. Some pink in his ears. Yay! Well done, Ronnie. Oh, she's out here grumping at me that she wants food and there's still food in her dish. It's like, just eat what you got. Don't grump at me for more when you still have food in your dish. Rotten dog. Yes, I know, Dion. Just saying it needs some pink. It's going to have some blue. Well, purpley blue. It'll have pinky purple for the clovers. So I'm just doing all the darker areas here around the rabbit, through that green that I put down, and mapping out the cracks in the stone that he is sunbathing on, and all the little crevices and divots, as well as all the shadows. And then we're going to come up through the back here and do the same thing. And I'm hoping to stay on camera. If I go off, let me know. But I'm hoping that we can at least get the stone and maybe the bunny started today, and then we'll finish it on Wednesday. Because, you know, bunnies. Bunnies and Derwent. Yeah, exactly. See, she has a bunch of what are they called? Hip and joint medication and that sort of thing. And they're chewy little bones, and she really likes them. So she decides that, okay, it's time for those. Mummy, get up off your doofus and give them to me. All right. Now we've got the dark areas done. Now we're going to go in with granite. These all the lurkers out there. I love all my lurkers. They're so fun. It's even more fun when they come out of lurk mode. Say hello. Yeah, I'm not giving her the nubs right now. I usually do. She loves her nubbies, but she's not digesting things very well right now, so I'm holding off on those. She's got some allergies going on. Old dogs, old dogs are different to look after, that's for sure. It's way different when they start coming to end of life stuff. And anti-lurk, yeah. Unless you're sleeping, and then you lurk. No, they're not fun. It's bad enough Mom's got digestive issues. Having the dog with digestive issues is even worse. So I'm just going through with the granite and filling in and extending that shadow out. Giving a little bit of depth and definition to the stone. Yay! Watching the glaze on your diamond painting. Sounds like watching glue dry. So in the medium tones, I'm using the granite and blending those colors together. Make sure that we don't get his little toe beans. So his little toe beans will be pink too. Yeah, I just can't watch paint dry or glue dry, sorry. Not that much glue. A little bit we can deal with. A lot of glue, no, no. I'd end up mucking with it and messing it up. Because I get impatient. It's amazing how much detail Ruth has gotten into something as simple as a boulder. You know, it's just so much little details in it. It's kind of amazing. Well, it is to me anyway. Yeah, I would get impatient with glue drying and stick my finger in it to see if it was dry yet. You know, mess it up. Just saying, I would probably do that. All right, now the next color we're going to use is Mist. Don't know what you might mean by de-stressing, but okay. Oh, you're gonna paint it or varnish it or whatever. Now I'm just blending everything together with Mist, and then we'll move on to the bunny. And we're coloring in all the rest of the stone. Going one way and then the other just to fill in some of the white spot. Now I don't mind having some of the white spots showing on the boulder because it is a textured, naturally textured entity. So object, whatever you want to call it. So it doesn't need to be completely smooth. And we really, quite honestly, don't want it to be completely smooth. We want it to have that texture in it. So I'm not going to worry too much about removing that white spot on the boulder. But I am going to make sure that there's a good amount of color. So you're going to spill some coffee on it, are you? Just soak it in some coffee. Give it some sanding. It'll be good. And then it'll smell like coffee too. Okay, and then we're going to come down through here. And go the opposite direction just to fill in those areas, just to make the color even. Across the surfaces. Blending those darker grays into the lighter gray. Like so. Filling it in. Now we may come back and add a little bit of yellow to the top of the stone here in certain places for the sun to be hitting it where the bunny's laying in the sun. So we may come back and do that. We will have to see how it goes. Now we're going to swoop on in with some brown. And I want chocolate. I want some chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Where's my chocolate? That's Van Dyke. That's chocolate. So I'm going to start with chocolate. We're going to make a brown bunny. So we're going to start down in the darker areas with the chocolate. Nice. Inktense. Inktense is fun to play with. Just doing little flicks. Making sure that I get the little flicks coming up off of his back as well as off of his tail here. Like so. Now we gotta remember his little toe beans are there. This is the back of his leg there. Alright, I'm going to turn it again, and we're going to come this way with our flicks. Basically, I'm going in a circle, and halfway down the swoop, I'm touching the page so that the swoop goes in the direction that the swoop is going on the rabbit. Now this area here is two different directions. Try to follow the direction that the artist has given in her drawing. With the hair. Yeah, gotta have the chocolate. Now the only thing about doing hair with expensive pencils is every time you have to sharpen, you cringe. Because you need a very sharp point to get those flicks in there. to look like hair flicks. If you don't get the hair flicks in there the right way, it just looks too thick. If you let your pencil get too dull, then it doesn't look right. Then you get all frustrated like I do, and you sit there going, why did that not turn out right? Took me forever to stop being horribly cringy every time I sharpened my pencil when I was doing hair. Because yeah, it's cringy. You sit there going, but I just sharpened it 2 seconds ago. Alright, going to turn the page here just a bit. And then we're going to come in and do his face. And then we're going to start a new color. So this is ear here. So ears are usually softer and very, very short hair. Almost a fuzz. So I'm not going to worry too much about doing a flicky motion there. More of a color in motion there. Following the line of the ears. If you keep turning your pencil, you get a little bit more time out of the sharp, out of the point. If you don't turn your pencil, you will find that it goes dull really quick. Yes, so they're light fast. Thank you, Della. I appreciate that. You answered her. All right. I think that's it for the chocolate for now. Now we're going to go in with the autumn brown. Is going to be our next color, if I can find it. There it is. Welcome back. Oh dear. Well, I hope you're all right. So we're going to come through and we're just going to add to that chocolate. In all of our medium areas. Okay. Don't be out there hurting yourself. I'm going to come in underneath his chin here. I'm just going to put that defining edge in there, like so. So just bringing that color in, and then we'll be going over it with one more light tone and blending all of that in as well. Mr. Choo Choo says hello. He's heading your way, Alex. Still going in the direction of the artist's movements here. And I'm going fairly quickly because I'm not too concerned about these striations being seen, because it's more of a blend at this point. It's same with when I put the light colors on. It's the dark colors that I really want to have stand out so that you can see the hair movement. Be more careful, dear. Now we're going to come down here with the movement. Now, in areas that dark color isn't, I will make sure that I do the flicks properly for the visual effect of the hair. Because the dark color, the chocolate, is not there. Down between his little toe beans. like so. All right. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That would hurt. I'm just going to put in the dark area of his face here. Add some flicks to it as well, just to give it that contrast. And we'll put his whiskers back in after we're done. Okay, so the next color we're going to use is going to be Warm Earth. Perhaps, if I can find it. All right, take it out. No, reason. That's ruby, natural brown. Did I already take Warm Earth out? Do I have Warm Earth? Oh, there it is. Huh. It's like, I know I have this pencil. Hello, Catherine. Oh, I'm sorry. Which one? We'll kick him in the bum. Now I'm just going over everything with the medium light gray, brown color, going over the light gray with this light medium brown color. And I'm just going to blend that all in. And then we're going to take a really light brown and finish it off. A little bit of a tanny kind of color. So as you can see, all of the dark flicks that we made are still showing as dark flicks. Even though we're not coloring in flicks anymore. They're still showing up underneath the color that we're adding as those dark flicks. Yeah, no, ow, Bernie. Um, the boo-boos are fine, but she got stung with nettles, and Yeah, you don't put alcohol on nettles. That just no. That's asking for pain there. Pricked with barbs and stuff like that. Best not to put some alcohol on it. That would sting. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, not me. Not see me do it. No way. Now we're going to use... I'm going to use dark honey. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a pleasure. You don't want to. I have been stung with them so many times. They suck. Okay, so now I'm just blanket blending all of this together with the dark honey and giving the lighter areas that light brown color. Now we're coming close to our 2-hour mark here, so I'm going to finish up the bunny. And we've got the rock and the bunny done for the most part today. And we will, of course, continue on Wednesday. And maybe we'll get two colors, 2 pages done this week instead of just one. And I say we because I want you all to be coloring with me. So I'm going to say we because we are doing it together. Together. That's why I called it My Coloring Corner, so that when anybody asked you what you were doing, you can say, I'm hanging out in my coloring corner. And if you want to say that you have a friend, you can say, I'm hanging out with in my coloring corner with Renee. See what I did with the name? Now y'all get the name? Thank you. All right. Color through this area. Yep, exactly. Now we're going to go with the white. Exactly, big dysfunctional family. Yep. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. And we're going to come down off of here. And make sure that I get those white bits in there. Because bunnies have white hair too. Right. There we go. And let's grab dusky pink. And we're going to color his little nose. And his toe beans. Like so. And we'll color in his ear as well. Now we're going to take a little bit more of a rosy kind of color. Let's do, nope, don't like that one. So I'm going to take a bit of magenta. And I'm just going to very lightly color that in there. And then I'll blend it out with the dusky pink. Same with on his nose and on his little toe beans. Just give it a little bit more color than just the light pink there. And then we're going to take olive earth. And we're going to put olive earth down on the eyes here. And then we're going to take our chocolate. Nope, that's autumn brown. Where's the chocolate? There's chocolate. Make sure the pencil's nice and sharp. And then I'm going to take this one. Actually, I want a bit more yellow toned than that. So I'm actually going to use gold. Just making that more of a yellow brown. And then we'll add a little tiny bit like so. Then we need black. And this will be the last bit, I promise. Like so. Alright, so there is our bunny done and our stone done. I'm going to switch over to the main camera so you can see how he looks. And there we have our bunny on our stone. And of course, we have already finished. No, wrong way, wrong way. Our kitty is done in here somewhere. There he is. And there's our kitty. So we've finished the kitty and we have started the bunny. So all I have to do on the next stream is, of course, the background greenery, the purples in the clovers, and then the grays and browns in the ground. So next week we will be able to finish the second one. So there's our first one all finished up from today, and this one is started. All right, guys, so I would like to say thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed the streams. I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already taken a look at the 2,500 subscriber video, please do. There is some things in there that you may want to see. If you would like to join us over in the memberships, please just click on the button below that says memberships. And of course, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye. You all have a great day now.